Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 19 Team of the Season player review, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the 94 rated League On Team of the Season, Marco Verratti. His card looks decent, I guess, for the most part. Actually, it does look pretty sick. Obviously, a 94 rated card with pretty much across the board green stats, apart from Origin, a couple areas. But he did cost me 275,000 coins in the 4 games that I played him with. He didn't score me any goals, but he did get me 1 assist, and he does have a 4-star big thoughts as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along onto his game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 97 interceptions, his 96 stand tackle, his 95 ball control, and finally his 99 long passing. And I did have the marksman chemistry style applied to this Team of the Season, Marco Verratti. Now, I can't tell you exactly what the boosts the marksman chem style gave to him in like specific stats, but obviously it does increase his shooting, dribbling, and physical quite nicely all round and stuff. But yeah, this isn't a bad Team Season card. I did have to quickly go and sell him because his price was kind of going down, and he's around 250k now. Once I sold him, could potentially obviously fall lower than that. In fact, there's no question of that. He will eventually go under 200,000 coins at some point, especially when we get into the guaranteed SBC on Tuesday and following the red player picks on Thursday. He will definitely increase in price, probably even before those things happen. But yeah, overall for me, there's 2 positions you can play this guy: centre mid or CDM. Now, having used him as a centre mid, that's what I decided to play him. He would be best suited as a CDM, and even then, I don't think he'd be the best CDM in the game purely because of his height issue. But I think his stats are more geared towards a natural CDM position. You look at those fantastic defending stats that are up there with some of the best centre backs in the game. You look at his amazing stand tackle, slide tackle, interceptions, and then you try and look at some of his attacking stats. And whilst they're not the worst, they're just not, again, best suited at this stage of FIFA to use him in a centre mid, because obviously centre mid is kind of a mixture between a 50-50 of defending and sort of attacking. And the defensive side, even as a centre mid, he was brilliant, 100%. And technically his passing was pretty good, which you can technically class as like an attacking trait to a certain degree. But when it came to shooting and stuff like that, nah, this guy isn't quite up there. But yeah, there's still some parts that I thought were pretty awesome to him. His first pro will be his tackling, superb tackling stats: 97 interceptions, 90 marking, 96 stand tackle, and 93 side tackle, as we mentioned before. They're really solid, and in-game, very, very good indeed. Again, this is where I think he'd be really good as a CDM card, where he's in like that big kind of final midfield defensive point before the defense itself, and he's going to be able to stop like them getting towards the defenders and stuff. But he still even did that to a technically still did that as a centre mid, which is still pretty awesome. And you know, I thought in-game they were very impressive. That's all I can simply say. But his second pro will be his passing, which is probably my favourite part of this card. His passing is absolutely insane. 99 short passing and 99 long passing. He's also got 98 vision, which is just insane. Like, his passing stats are absolutely quality. He did get me 1 assist in the 4 games. Was unlucky not to get me more than 1 assist, and you'll see that in some of the clips as well. But his long passing is brilliant. It really is. And again, this is good for either centre mid or CTM, because obviously both of them, you kind of do need good long passing on both, you know, to kind of switch up the play, to start attacks, and he can more than do that. His long passing is really good in how he can pick out players out wide and stuff, and how he can create attacks with his passing. Just insane. Loved his passing, and his tackling overall, you know, was still pretty decent as well. Although I think I would have noticed his tackling to be even better if I was using him in a CDM position, because obviously CDM players would typically make more tackles than what you would as a centre mid, just because a centre mid isn't quite as a defensive position as a CDM. But getting into the only issue I do have with this card, and that is going to be his height. At the height of 5'5", that is just simply not good enough whatsoever in aerial situations. Also, 77 jumping and 64 heading accuracy are just terrible either. So he literally pretty much 9 times out of 10 does not stand a chance of being able to win any headers. But to be fair, he did actually get me 1 decent header in an attacking situation, but for the most part, from just like open play in the centre part of midfield, he just didn't stand a chance, and so many other midfielders just be able to bully past him and, you know, win those headers and stuff. So that is definitely not a good part of the card whatsoever. I think, though, on the whole, listen, if you get him in your guaranteed SBC or you get him in your red player picks, it's a decent card to get for essentially free. Would I go pay 250,000 coins for him off the market? In my opinion, probably not. I think if you're going to be buying him, you want to be buying him in the mindset that you're going to be using him as a completely defensive player in a CDM position. If you're thinking of getting him for both his attacking and defensive, you know, abilities, he's only going to be good for the defensive side. So don't get this guy thinking he's going to be an amazing guy as like a centre mid for his attacking, and, you know, because he's just simply not that. But I think if you're buying him as a proper defensive midfielder, I actually don't think he'd be that bad of an option. But I think his price is to go down even more than 250,000 coins over the next 24 hours and over the next few days as well. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.